Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Calyn Thompson. Law enforcement have a simple message for people.
We can see that this is what 6 feet apart looks like.
The mood is exciting here and it's hopeful. A quick trip to Rochester today for Vice President Mike Pence. I'm going to take a step behind you now. We're on the scene of a structure fire. What's the safety protocol and what do you plan on asking him today? The 2019 legislative session begins today. Dr. Noseworthy tells me it's the right time to do this. This site is one of several across the Rochester community. It looks like I won't be needing these and I will be needing this. Pretty steady traffic here on Highway 52. I am in Storm Tracker 3 heading eastbound on Interstate 90. I'll give you a look at what I'm looking at right now. Are learning more about COVID-19 every day. Both parties are back at the state capitol today from part of the lung, causing it to deflate. That's the same amount that's in this bag of flour, making him change part of his lifestyle when he's outside under the sun.
Brooke, just moments ago, the Minnesota National Guard took to the skies.
The winter storm brought 10 inches of snow to Rochester, and that caused some travel problems today. Today was an opportunity to learn more about tropical birds like these. In Rochester, Calyn Thompson, KIMT News 3. The Salvation Army serves hundreds of thousands of people in our communities. In fact, the Salvation Army in Rochester helps about 12,000 people a year throughout all of their different programs. In order to do so, they need your help. One of their biggest fundraisers of the year is happening right now, the Red Kettle campaign. But have you ever thought about who benefits from your donations? I spoke with one woman who's now no longer homeless for the holidays, thanks to the Salvation Army and generous community members.
Merry Christmas and thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, bye now.
We hear them every year.
Merry Christmas. All right. Hi, thank you.
But you may not think about who your donations go to when you stuff $1 in the bucket.
I mean, even if it's 5 cents, it goes such a long way. It touches a lot more families than you see or even realize, but it's worth it.
Janelle Malone knows firsthand.
So this is Issa Rae. She's 12.
The single mother of 5 hasn't had it easy.
I was homeless. Me and my kids were homeless. We were actually sleeping in the car.
It was the Salvation Army and their rapid rehousing program that gave her the chance she needed.
They were really the only ones that entertained me and gave me the opportunity. And it was really just an opportunity of housing because when I was homeless, obviously I wasn't working. And so I needed that one little piece to get on my feet. And after securing the housing piece, I completed college. And now I'm a phlebotomist and have moved forward since then. So it was huge, huge, huge for me.
It was also huge for her kids.
Winter, Issa Rae, Sunny, and Rain. And then we have Zen over here. She's 16 months.
Which is important to the Salvation Army during the holiday season.
Christmas, it's one of those holidays where children especially can realize what their circumstances are.
The circumstances for the Malone family are a lot different this year.
And I'm actually planning, Christmas. Last year it wasn't even fathomable to even think about Christmas. It was more, I got to find somewhere to live, be warm, get fed, those type of things. So this year we're actually celebrating. So that's different.
Seasonal bells allowing a mother to celebrate with her kids. Not just the holidays, but life.
Getting back to the basics of being able to laugh and enjoy each other because, for a while there was just we're surviving. So we don't really have time to laugh or joke or anything like that. So it's very good to just breathe.
This year, the Rochester Salvation Army has the goal of raising $950,000. At last check, they've met over 40% of their goal, so still quite a long ways to go. Part of the KIMT News 3 team will be ringing kettlebells this Thursday at Andy's in the Crossroads Center. We will be there from 5 to 8 that evening. We'd love it if you stop by to say hi and donate so the Salvation Army can reach their goal and help more local families.
Most people I spoke with today tell me more social distancing is a good idea. Now, 6 feet apart is the magic number to stay safe and healthy. But if you're having a hard time visualizing this, let's say this tree is another person. If I take a couple steps back and use this tape measure, we can see that this is what 6 feet apart looks like.
The peak, the highest point of death rates, remember this, is likely to hit in 2 weeks.
President Trump is postponing his goal of reopening the economy in 2 weeks. The White House's original 15-day social distancing guidelines will be extended to at least the end of April.
I totally agree with it, especially in the larger cities where they're having so much problems. It's going to be hard on some of the businesses, and I'm hoping the stimulus package that they had will help those people.
Follow whatever the government order. We need to stay home. If I go somewhere, I have to take this with me, with the mask and the glove. So it protect myself and protect other people too.
You know, we have to take care of ourselves to be sure that we don't have that virus.
People I spoke with agreed with the president's recent action. And with 51 cases in Olmsted County alone, medical experts warn this is just the beginning for some cities.
We want every place in the United States prepared for that. So it's critical that even if you don't see it, it could be circulating in your community.
Katie and George, after a whirlwind afternoon here at the Olmsted County Courthouse, it's not the decision either side wanted, but it's also a decision that does not mark the end.
We're disappointed because we believe truly that he's not guilty.
At this point, all systems are heading towards just getting it rescheduled.
It's back to the drawing board for both sides as they prepare for what's expected to be a second trial. As for Weiss, he just continues to wait.
Well, can you imagine what your life is like, having a pending case where you've been accused of second-degree murder and not knowing what the outcome's going to be and believing in your heart of hearts that you're not guilty?
It all came down to the jury not being able to come to a unanimous decision whether Weiss did in fact act in self-defense on that fateful January day back in 2018. A complex concept that the state hopes to better clarify next time.
There's just a lot of things that go on in our communities and our societies and the way we are kind of brought up that it created some significant challenges, but yet people were very strong in their positions apparently in the jury room.
A review hearing for this case is scheduled for June 6th at 9 a.m. right here at the courthouse. And it's definitely a different scene tonight than what we've been bringing you throughout the day. Now, when I was in those doors earlier this evening, there was a sense of energy when the president came to town.
From the lakes of Minnesota.
You could feel the sense of pride and unity as President Trump walked into Mayo Civic Center. His visit brought in thousands, as well as the idea of what the Republican Party can do.
America has achieved the biggest comeback in our history. True.
People tell us they felt a sense of positivity as the president spoke.
Very inspired, always, always. I watch all his rallies on TV, but to be at one is amazing.
But I don't know how you could be here and not just feel amazing.
By me showing up is just my way of supporting him. He's done so much for us, and he's given the power back to the people. So, yeah, that's just here supporting the president.
What's left behind me tonight is a lot of trash and lawn chairs from the wait earlier today. I'm sure the task for tomorrow will be cleanup. Reporting live in Rochester, Calyn Thompson, KIMT News 3.